Baltimore Ravens. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Let's go. At their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Tevin Coleman, his second touchdown on the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
At the 29-yard line.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. Saquon Barkley running right. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Ready? 8, read. Pretty quiet.
On 3rd down, Jones. Escaping the pressure right. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. On now to kick it away is the punter, Matt Weil. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
At their own 24-yard line.
Let's go!
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice. It all came together, but I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Double time. Double time. 3 down. 3 down. Kill.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. He'll have a first down past the 40 and all the way up to the 45-yard line. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
Let's go next. That's it. It's a flag. 56. I'm scared.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he takes it all the way down to the 22. That one good for 33 and a first.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
65.
Good run there.
65.
Ingram again, a first down carry. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
I don't think you got it, son. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Rush in. Rush in. Rush in. Check it.
Running right. This is Ingram. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful as this game progresses.
Double tight. You got 3 down. 3.
On 3rd down, Jackson. This is caught, and he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
They'll look to run with Ingram. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. So stuffed from the 2. Now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. It's the fullback. His first touchdown here of the new campaign as the Ravens push further out in front. And that's why you have the fullback, Charles. Couldn't get it into play before with the smaller guy. Turned to a little more power. They score it.
And that has to warm the hearts of a lot of old school football fans. They love when they get to see a little bit of power football.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They will run for the first time here with White. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. He'll get 50. And a Giants first down.
A gain of 15. First down, Giants.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Five. 56, by 56.
They go right back to White here on first down. Tackle made there by Tony Jefferson.
Tony Jefferson on the tackle.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Giants nothing.
Great. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Watching for. Single.
They'll run with White. They'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A gain there of 21 yards.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Ready up. Hey, foxtrot. Five.
Throwing on first down. Jones. This will be caught by Brown. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
12 more yards there and another first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Check 13.
Protein spill.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Snap.
First down, here's White. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. That really sets him back. A loss of 6.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Second down and goal. Jones, Quan Alexander coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
It's 3rd down and goal.
Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14.
Hey, Charlie. Ready?
Now Jones. And Ingram's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. No surprise there, 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined. But sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Mike 56, Mike. Henry. I'm going to run you.
To throw again. Jackson. Got him in. It's Brown. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Only 3 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
It's a give to the right. Ingram takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation.
Come on, set. Man, touchdown. 56. What we got? What we got? What we got? Check 26. Check 26.
They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. 9 yards on the play and a first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
56 is the mark. Come on, baby. Come on, let's go.
On first down, it's Ingram, and down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Let's go.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55.
A first down carry for Davis. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They come up with 1 back. That's Ingram.
Switch.
And he'll get it up the middle. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. A 10th carry here for Mark Ingram. And he will force his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram, his first touchdown of the new season as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker now for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's home.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
There. Hey, exit. Hit it.
Throwing Jones. Open target here, Darius Slayton. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are back within a single score. And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes.
And he went all the way into the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Go, go, go.
Jackson going to throw again. Man open is Keelan Cole, complete. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
And the Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. From the gun, Jackson completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 23 yards, the final tally.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jackson. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any Unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Mike 59. I got it. Mike, check, 59.
Again, Jackson. He gets it to Brown, complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Flush to his right, to the end zone, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and goal from the 4-yard line.
One man in the backfield, that's Ingram on 2nd and goal.
Mike 55. Right there in the middle, 55.
Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. Mike 55.
And Jackson throwing once more. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the 1st half.
Brings up 3rd down and goal.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
He's checking.
Jackson now. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Marquise Brown in the final seconds of the 1st half as the Ravens push further out in front.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the 2nd half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, Haywood.
Wild Bill. Tight dog.
You draw perfect.
They keep it on the ground. White again. He'll take this up just shy of the 40. Excellent display of footwork on that run. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd-and-1 situation.
Set, ready? 60 or. Score!
56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56.
Heavy on the edges.
56 for Mike.
Here's Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. And that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's going deep for Brown. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. Tackle made that time by Dalvin Tomlinson.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jackson under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens.
It's now 3rd down.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
On the ready.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Throwing on 2nd down. Jones. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Now Jones to throw on 3rd down. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it.
Ready?
Jones now operating from the gun. Finds his tight end Ingram. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Antonio Brown, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Rosas now to add the PAT. And the lead will shrink to 6.
Next the score, Ravens 27, Giants 21. Albert Rosas set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
The veteran Jamie Collins there on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Shut up.
Again, they'll run with Ingram. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Five in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd.
59 Mike, 59 Mike. Check, 59. Let's go, D. Let's go.
Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. You're not ready.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Got an open man, Keelan Cole. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. And now the Giants. Will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. White now to return. Just a 25-yard punt. Not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them to blitz coming, and down he goes. Quan Alexander able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
5 yards. It's 2nd down.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. They'll get 5 on the dump-off there, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Hey, dude.
Mine's 50, mine's 50. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
And the blitz does come. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Here's Matt Weil now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. Well, they have to keep smiles off their faces because That's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20.
Let's go, let's go.
Check. Check hot route. 6, 4, 3.
Jackson. Man open left side is Brown. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Jackson from the shotgun. This one complete to Ingram. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just 1 pick so far and his team leads. So now they can play complementary football, meaning if he takes care of the ball and his offense, if they're humming along, the defense doesn't have to be out there as long. He's taking care of his guys on the other side of the ball.
And they're enjoying a fourth quarter advantage. A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 49-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now it's Jackson. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. George Kittle, his first touchdown of the new season as the Ravens push further out in front. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Operating from the gun. Jackson flushed out right. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
This one fielded at the 5. And some space here.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
Come on, set. 90, Wolf. Hard, hard. Back, back, back. Bud.
Jones on first down. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, Jones. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And it's second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
You can't block me.
Hey, Charlie. Five.
To throw again, Jones. That's complete to Slayton. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. The Giants on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Back to throw. Jones. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. But forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run. This is White. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll be 2nd and goal. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look for a late touchdown. Opting to run again here with White. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign as his guys are back within a single score. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown.
Makes the score, Ravens 35, Giants 28.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that 3rd timeout would have really helped here.
Yeah, another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
At the 35-yard line.
Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Another carry for the workhorse tonight, Ingram. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Man up, D. Man up, D. Switch.
Now a give right side. Ingram. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11.
Check the backer, check the backer.
Now it's Ingram. Ingram's got the 1st down and more. And all the way down to the 41-yard line. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
They go down to a knee and a sigh of relief as they are into the win column for the first time this year.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 42-yard line.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.